Hey, this is Stone, and what I want to talk to you about today is really breakthroughs. Because when you talk about mastering procrastination, beating it, you're really talking about breaking through to the next level, pushing to the next level. And when you talk about pushing to the next level, those challenges, those struggles, it's really about breakthroughs. So whenever I was in junior high, middle school, I was one of the smallest guys in my middle school. And a bunch of us guys decided we were going to start working out before school at the high school weight room. And so we started doing this, and I started to notice that the more pressure I put my body under, the more I grew, the more my muscles grew and the stronger I got. And I really liked what I started to see. Well, procrastination is very much the same way. We have two parts of the brain, let's say muscles, that are the prefrontal cortex, and then we also have the amygdala. And the amygdala is the part of the brain, it's a primitive part that you've probably heard about. You know, if you saw a lion in the African jungle, the amygdala tells you to get out of there, okay? It's like that reflex, that fear response whenever you see challenge, to immediately flee. Well, then you also have the part of the brain that's the prefrontal cortex, and this is the part that helps you to get things done, to move forward, to push through struggle. Well, what happens with us a lot of the time is that our prefrontal cortex really isn't strong enough to fight the amygdala, which is telling us just to run from challenge. Now, why am I telling you this? Because rather than spoon feed you these really 4 guidelines, they're going to seem very simple, but they're actually very profound. And if you understand why we procrastinate, they will seem more profound. So let's take a look here. We really need to learn to build up, so to speak, the prefrontal cortex to make it stronger, because the stronger it becomes, the better we're going to do to defeat procrastination. So the first thing we need to do, just like we want to work out every day, the first thing we need to do is a proactivation workout, okay? Now, being proactive is the antithesis of procrastination. Proactivity and procrastination are really complete opposites. To be proactive is to get things done before they become a problem. Before the challenge gets too strong, we make the decision to push through. Now, you say, well, that might be great, but there's a reason I'm procrastinating. It's something I don't want to do. Well, every day, do this proactivation workout. What you're really doing is you're picking something that's challenging. It doesn't have to be the most challenging thing. It doesn't have to be the big hairy thing, but something that's going to grow that muscle, right? So that's the first thing you do. Every day, you're going to grow that prefrontal cortex, so to speak, by being challenged. The second thing you want to do is illustrated very well in the book Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. And it's this idea that if you had to eat a live frog every day, you don't want to sit and look at it all day, right? You don't want to look at the green slimy thing all day before eating it, because chances are you're not going to eat it at the end of the day. Well, that's the same thing with these tasks, and a lot of time management gets it wrong, saying you do little things to work your way up. That can be okay for momentum, but there's a book, I believe it's called The Science of Willpower by Kelly McGonigal, that says that we only have so much willpower. And so if we leave the big hairy task to the end, it's always in the back of our minds while we're doing the smaller things, draining, depleting the willpower that we have available for absolutely no reason while we're doing these other things. So number 2 is you need to do the thing you procrastinate to grow that muscle first. Okay, do that first thing in the morning. The third thing is you need to schedule, plan your celebration ahead of time. So if I have something that I normally procrastinate with that's going to grow that muscle, the night before I plan the thing that needs to get done, and then I schedule a celebration. And the size of the celebration really depends on the heaviness of what I'm trying to lift metaphorically, okay? How difficult the task is that I'm doing. So you need to schedule a celebration, and there's something that we really need to do, because you need to give yourself as much reason as you can to get done whatever it is you need to get done and grow that muscle. And then number 4 And this is huge for many people, and that is you need to not allow the action to be perfect, okay? It doesn't need to be perfect. Now, I shot another video because this is something I can just tell you, allow for it not to be perfect, and you're not necessarily going to do that just by me telling you that. So I'll put a link to the blueprint at stonejordan.info. In that blueprint, I will put a link to the video that helps you to cure perfectionism, and it's really a 3-point formula that really can cure perfectionism. If you practice these 4 things every day, this is profound, okay? Do this every single day, and that prefrontal cortex will continue to grow, to develop, to get stronger. You'll push through to the next level faster. You'll get a lot accomplished. Do those things every day. And there's a challenge for this week as well. That's also in the blueprint. So check that out at stonejordan.info. Please leave a comment below whether you agree, whether you disagree. Let me know what you think. And then I have one other request, and that is there's so much junk on the internet, and it's my mission to get this out to as many people as possible so they're growing and becoming more. And if you really liked what you saw here, do me a favor and just click share. And share this on Facebook, let other people know about it so we continue to get this out to a bigger audience. You're a part of this journey with me. And this week is a gift, so make it purposeful and productive. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next time.